Well, one more IELTS task too, that is a description we discuss. The topic could have been given to you like describe a person whom you admire the most in your family. Who is that person? What way you are related to that person? What do you admire and follow in your life? Is that person your role model? Speak on it for 2 to 3 minutes. I could start saying or discussing about a person whom I admire the most in my family, and also what way I'm related to that person, what all the qualities that I inherit or adapt in order to follow in my day to day life to make myself the best of person, I could say. Well, once again, I'm reading the topic. Describe a person whom you admire the most in your family, and who is that person, what way you are related to that person, what do you admire, and what do you follow in your life. Is that person is your role model? I could start discussing this topic. Wonderful. I love to speak about the most admired person in my family is none other than my dear father. And being the fifth child, and since my childhood, I was my father's pet. I could say I was always the apple of my father's eye. My dad was a retired principal and who worked in various government organizations almost 30 to 35 years, and he was noted or recognized for his straightforward honesty, and he always called a spade, and because of that, of course, he faced lots of traumas and agonies and transfers and other kind of whatever way a straightforward person could have faced in life. Yes, he faced everything, but he took it very silently to himself. He because of his transfer or other hiccups that he had faced, he never bothered the family. He had given the best of education for all his five children, including me, and he had taken care of the family well. So that is the best thing that I had learned about my father, that he always shared only the happiness and pleasures and the money and good things with the family, and whatever the hiccups, the traumas or the agonies, the problems he had, he faced it all alone. That is the magnanimous attitude of my father, which I always wish to learn. To some extent, I started to adapt and follow it in my life. Yes, honestly speaking, I'm a single mother or a lone mother. I had taken the full family burden, like professional as well as personal things to look into, and I take care of my child, education, each and everything. I never depended on anybody, and in case if any of my siblings are in demand of some help, I do it, but I never expect anything from them. All this best of qualities which I have, and I'm proud of it. It is really inherited by following my father. He is a real role model, I could say. And yes, of course, my father is a wonderful person, gem of a person. He was a thorough professional, very good sound subject knowledge he had. He was having wonderful plethora of changes he had brought into educational system during his service, and he was really affectionate and very caring father. But I had observed certain drawbacks with my father, that there was a kind of cold war between my father and mom, mainly because of the health issues faced by my mother, who was little what to say, lazy, maybe because of her health, and which was not taken in a proper way by my father. So at times I would have seen my parents having some kind of misunderstanding or a disturbance in their relationship. And apart from that, as a father, he never got away from his duty and responsibility, and he had given a lot of freedom to both the genders. He never discriminated between boys and girls. He had given equal opportunities to one and all. So all these wonderful qualities I really admire, and I wish to adapt in my life through my father. And I'm really proud to call myself chip of the old block. Thanks for your patience to hear this. I get into tears because my father is no more, and the values and morals and principles and ethics that he had inherited, imbibed on me is still making me to breathe and walk with the head strong, and there is no looking back. Thank you so much.